Glass Tank and who you are for folks that don't know.
Again, Jason Sterling with Glass Tank, co-owner with Taylor Woods, and yeah, we're here out of Louisville, grassroots company. You know, we're actually this month is going to be our 2-year anniversary, and Fjola is one of our newest bands. We got a lot of things in the work with them. We're in talks right now with Andrea Tokish of the Bomb Shelter down in Nashville for working on their second album. We got some sponsorship deals in the works with can't get in really into details, but with some different like musical makers, you know, and some other little things like that. As far as with Fjola, we also got Robosexual that I think you've played a couple songs of, you know, on air out of Chicago.
A satire band, right?
Yeah. Their first album is electronic satire, you know, which you've played a couple songs off of that, and there's quite a few other things. You know, we're always trying to keep moving, keep progressing, keep going forward. So,
2 years.
Yeah, a lot has happened in 2 years. Way more than we ever expected.
Well, I might ask Fjola to help me with a happy birthday song for 2 years, you know, celebrating. Shout out to Lauren. It's your birthday as well. So, Jason, tell us, you've got some exciting things. You've got the show tonight with Zanzibar. Any other shows coming up with different artists that you have signed to your label?
Not offhand. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Folks, we're flying by the seat of our pants in this weekly show that we do today at 3 o'clock. This is Louisville Arts Live. You're tuning in. And Jason Sterling with Glass Tank Productions, is our co-host today, who is exciting, upbeat, and delivering. We're bringing you the good stuff here in Louisville with live entertainment, arts, and news. And this band that we have in the studio.
Come out tonight and see us. I'm a lot more entertaining in person.
Oh my gosh, he is. He does a magic hat tricks. He's a little bit of a magician. Now you see him, now you don't. Kind of disappears from time to time, but he's a good guy. Jason, Glass Tank was started with you and Taylor Woods, and just a discussion you guys had on your back porch.
Yeah.
A couple drinks involved, I think.
Always, yeah. Yeah, we're just sitting out back, talking like we always do, and just going over different bands that we knew and people that we thought could use some help. And Taylor was actually managing a couple different bands at the time, and that's kind of how we got started. It was just a talk on the back deck, and next thing you know, things kept progressing, and it was like, well, now what are we gonna do? What do we try next?
Sure.
Okay, well, I mean, let's try actually taking them through the studio, see how that works. Okay, now we have an album. Now what do we do? You know, we know how majority of record labels treat artists, and we didn't want to see these bands get screwed, basically. So, like I said, that's our main thing is, being fair to the artist. That's, without the artist, we wouldn't exist. There's plenty of music out there, but we don't play it. We don't make it.
Sure.
So.
And so you guys really started with the idea of supporting the artist. And what you guys are doing as a label is amazing, truly. There's not too many labels right now that are doing that. And this is Possibility City. That. So just to start a conversation on the back deck or back porch or something, and 2 years from now, who knows what you'll be doing. Yeah. So congratulations on your success.
And we'll appreciate that. And we're blessed to have, bands like Fjola. These guys are phenomenal.
Absolutely. Well, let's switch gears here, And Jason, please, throughout the show, any questions you've got, little insights you want to give to the band, we'd appreciate that for our viewers and listeners. But without further delay, we've got Fjola. I will introduce them, and then they can tell a little bit about themselves. We've got Veronica. How are you, Veronica?
Good. How are you?
You are beautiful, by the way.
Well, thank you.
All right.
So are you.
Well, thank you. My insides are a lot prettier than my out. Veronica, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started with Fjola.
Well, my brother and my sister, actually my other brother, is also in the band. So it was kind of a family effort. I mean, because Tyler is basically our family as well, who's also in the band. So we were all just jamming one day, and we're like, well, let's do this. We can make music, make a band out of this. And that's kind of how it started, really, just playing music in our basement.
You know, the best bands and music out there is usually coming from families and just harmony that comes from families. So,
Yeah, you can't beat that.
No, you can't. So, is there good and bad with that? I mean,
mostly good. There's some bad. I mean, just sibling bickering here and there, but
sure.
Nothing we can't overcome.
And then Sebastian, if you don't mind, thanks for being here in the studio. He's with Fjola. He is the lead singer. Is that?
Yeah, on most songs. We kind of change it up a bit. This next album will probably feature everybody a little bit more than the first one, but for now, yeah.
Sure. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long you been playing? And
started playing guitar when I was 13. Our dad's a pianist, and he plays guitar, and he always made sure we had instruments around the house, so I picked up the guitar, my sister picked up piano, my brother picked up drums, just, you know, nonchalantly just kind of encouraged us to do it, you know, without ever pushing us or making us take lessons. Just, you want to be cool, play an instrument, pretty much, you know, like, you guys aren't good at anything else.
Well, they say, I think there's a percentage, I think it's 17 guys and gals that have an instrument in their hand are 17% more likely to walk out with a number at the end of the night if you're...
It's got to be true.
Yeah.
It's got to be true.
And last but certainly not least in the studio today, we have Tyler. Tyler, if you can, thanks for being here, but tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been playing with Fjola.
Yeah, I was at, I think they were like a newer band, like 3 weeks old, and yeah, really new. Yeah, Sebastian, been friends with the Coria family forever, and yeah, so one day Sebastian said he just wrote this really cool song. I'm like, cool. He invites me over and listen to this song. It's amazing, called, what was that called?
I think it was Settle.
Yeah, it's a song called Settle. Great song.
Settle,
So
yeah.
he asked if we could record it. We started recording, and a band formed out of that. So
He just stuck around. He never left.
yeah, I got that's formed a band.
Yeah.
So that's how I was brought on board. So.
What, you know, you brought in Settle. Can we play that now? I think that'd be a good...
Yeah.
All right, so this is what actually got Fjola going.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
about moving home from New Orleans back to Indiana.
All right, well, folks, this is Fjola off the album No One Gets Any, and it's the track Settle. This is what actually gelled them together and formed the band. So here you go.